All right, good afternoon, kiddos. How you doing? Hope you had a good day at school. Let's talk about dividing decimals and whole numbers. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take 45 and 8/10 and we're going to divide it by 4. Okay? Now, don't let that decimal scare you. It's a regular division problem. So we're going to set it up like we used to do when we did division with whole numbers. We're going to divide by 4, and we're going to put our decimal where it's supposed to go, and we're going to set everything up. Remember, we put the blanks there so that we know that each blank needs to be filled in with a digit, or in some cases a 0. We know that whatever we put up here, we multiply by 4. Now the only thing you need to remember now is we're going to move this decimal up here. Now you're done. You don't have to worry about the decimal anymore. So let's divide. Our first step, as you remember, is let's make our list. Okay? So we know that 4 times 1 equals 4. 4 times 2 equals 8. 4 times 3 equals 12. 4 times 4 equals 16. 4 times 5 equals 20. 4 times 6 equals 24. Now I'm going to stop right there, and if I need to, I can finish my list, but right now I think I've got a good start. So, as always, we cover up every number except for the first one, and we ask for ourselves, can 4 be divided by 4? It sure can. And we look at our list. Is there a number close to 4, but smaller or equal to 4? And there is. It's 4. And what gives us that? Well, it's 1 times 4 equals 4. 1 times 4 equals 4. So now we subtract, and we bring down the 5. Okay, now that's my new number to divide. 5 can be divided by 4. Okay, how many times? We look at our list. What is smaller than 4 or equal to 4? That without going over. And again, it's going to be 4. And what gives us that? 4 times 1. 1 times 4 is 4. We subtract, and we bring down our 8. Now our new number is 18. And we ask the question, what number is less than 18 but close to 18? And it looks like it's going to be 16 because 20 is too big. And what gives us 16? 4 times 4. So we'll put our 4 here because 4 times 4 is 16. We subtract. Now, the one thing about decimals is we do not want a remainder. We want to try not to have a remainder. So what I'm allowed to do is I'm allowed to add a 0 after the decimal. Here's my decimal, and all these numbers after it, I can add zeros as long as I would like, and it's not going to change my number. So 45 and 8/10 is the same as 45 and 80/100. So I add my 0, and then what do? I bring it straight down. Now that gives me 20. Now I can continue working my division problem. What number is close to 20? Or equal to 20. There it is. 4 times 5. So I'm going to extend my house a little bit. I'm going to put another blank there. And I'm going to put a 5. 5 times 4 equals 20. I do not have a remainder, so I'm finished. My quotient is 11 and 45/100. And there's my answer to the division problem. Let's do one more. We're going to do one more, and we're going to try 10 and 85/100 divided by 7. Okay, so let's set it up. You guys could probably set it up quicker than I can. We're going to put our blanks, and then finally, don't forget, please remember, bring that decimal straight up. Okay, now we make our list. 7 times 1 is 7. 7 times 2 equals 14. 7 times 3 equals 21. 7 times 4 equals 28. 7 times 5 equals 35, and 7 times 6 equals 42. Again, I'm going to stop right there. If I need to extend my list, I will. But let's get started. Cover every number up. Can 1 be divided by 7? Well, looking at my list, I don't see a number that is smaller than 1. So I'm going to put a 0. Now I'm going to get bigger. 10. Can 10 be divided by 7? Yeah, it can. And it looks like the smallest number that's close to 10 is 7. And what gives me that? 1 times 7 equals 7. So I subtract. 10 minus 7 is 3. Now I bring down my 8. Notice I didn't bring down a decimal. I'm ignoring the decimal. So now 38 is my new number. Which number is close to 38 without going over? And it's 35. And what gives me that? 7 times 5. 5 times 7 is 35. I subtract. 38 minus 35 is 3. Bring down my 5. And just like the last problem, 35 will work with 35. And what gives me that? It gives me 5. 5 times 7 is 35. And notice this time we don't have to add a 0 or bring it down. We do not have a remainder, so we're good. So my quotient, my answer, is 1 55/100. Okay? Now I got 2 problems that I want you to do for homework tonight. Just 2. Yes, you heard me. Just 2. I want you to do 28 8/10 divided by 3. And then I would like for you to do 30 87/100 divided by 7. So 28 3/10, or I'm sorry, 28 8/10 divided by 3, and 30 87/100 divided by 7. Good luck, and can't wait to see you guys tomorrow. It's Friday!